The most magical thing just happened. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. I'm trying to keep the first draft judgment free. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariah and this week is going to be a week of writing. So I have the next few days planned out where I am going to do some different types of writing. I have some thank you cards that I need to write for people in our lives, and then I also want to work on my book, of course, which if you don't know, I'm writing a children's book and I am almost done with my first draft. We're slowly getting there. It has taken a little bit longer than I thought to finish my first draft, but that's okay because something always comes up, you know, life is always busy. But this week we are working on that, the thank you cards, and then I want to write some poetry. So I have been in a poetry mood lately and I'm hoping to continue that this week. I've been working on a new project, I guess, a new collection of poems that have really been speaking to me. Today, I wanted to focus on getting some thank you cards written and doing some writing. I haven't decided if I want to work on my book or my poetry yet, but I am kind of feeling out the day and seeing what we'll venture into. Probably also need to make dinner for tonight. I'm just gonna throw some things in the slow cooker. Okay, I think that is everything. Let's hop into some thank you cards. I just wrote quite a few thank you notes and I'm glad I got about half of them done, so that was really good progress. But my wrist is starting to hurt, so I think I'm gonna take a break. It's wild how much I don't physically write. Like, I'm sure it's how it is for a lot of people, but like we type and, you know, text on our phones and stuff, but like physical writing, I feel like I haven't done that in a while. At least that amount of it. So it's just kind of funny. But I do like to handwrite my poetry though. Fun fact. I just feel more, it just feels right, you know? It just feels right. But right now I'm going to start dinner in the slow cooker. I'm basically making like a veggie lasagna. So it's going to be a lot of veggies. And I'm just going to throw it in the slow cooker and get it ready for tonight. So that'll be really good. Let's go get some dinner started. The most magical thing just happened. So I was making the lasagna in the slow cooker and I heard this massive crowd of birds. I don't know, like it was so much bird noise. So I came to my backyard and all of a sudden my backyard is surrounded by robins. And I mean, maybe it's just the time of year, things are starting to warm up, kind of, sort of. So like it's starting to be spring kind of here. So maybe that's what it was, but oh my gosh, there were so many of them and they were so loud and they all landed like in one corner of our backyard and there were a couple like tittering around the grass and it was so cool. And they just sat there perched for a while and then eventually they did take off just now, but oh my gosh, it was so fun. And I was just like, this is so, I don't know, it's so cute, it's so fun, it's so exciting. just makes me feel like spring is right around the corner. That was just a fun little moment and I had to share. I am just doing a little bit of writing. I'm trying to get back into it. I had some food, I made a little coffee, so, and I got dinner started, so that was good. I am really trying to push myself a little bit today. I don't know if it's the weather or just the fact that I haven't been writing super consistently, but I just feel like my brain is just not there today. So that's where I'm at right now, just trying to be like, you know what, you're not gonna feel like writing every time, we gotta do this, let's put something down, even if it's bad. It doesn't matter, just as long as we're making progress towards the end of the story, you know? So right now I have 15,197 words total in my manuscript, in my first draft, which was very exciting. It's definitely not where I thought I would be right now, but that's okay. I'm just trying to get through the story. I also have a feeling that I am, and maybe it's me like overcompensating for not having written super consistently, but I feel like I'm overwriting everything. Like I feel like my descriptions of scenes are taking forever to write because there's just so much. We'll see how that goes. I'm trying not to edit myself too much in this first draft process. Maybe I can find the happy medium of my writing that's not overwriting everything, but it's also not leaving out things completely, like setting or descriptions, you know, the fun stuff. I'm trying to keep the first draft judgment free. So, in the name of that, let's get to some writing. Alright, it is getting really dark. It's only 5 o'clock, but because it's so cloudy and gloomy outside, I had to turn a light on, so hopefully that looks decent. I just finished up my session of writing. I got a total of 702 words, which puts me at 15,899 words. So I am making progress, but I definitely wanted to take a break tonight. I think I'm just gonna do some more writing tomorrow. I'm proud of myself for even just getting 700 words today because, like I said, my brain was really fighting for it. It was not easy to get those 700 words. So that's a win in my book, for sure. Maybe tomorrow I might do some poetry. We will see how I'm feeling. I'm glad I also worked on those thank you cards, which I still have to finish, but I have about half of them done, which is really good. I will see you tomorrow, I suppose. Good morning. It is actually Wednesday now. It is 2 days later than the last time you saw me, but yesterday just got away from me. I was so exhausted, and I think it was because the last 2 nights we've had storms in the middle of the night, so I just feel like I did not sleep. I don't know. But anyway, I'm feeling better today, so I'm back at it. I have some laundry going. I am finishing breakfast number 2. I'm just having a little English muffin. I had some like yogurt and fruit earlier, so I'm just having a little snack before I officially start my day. My plan for today so far is that I'm hoping to write some poetry. I did some writing the other day on my book, and today I'm just feeling very poetic. So I am going to lean into that and try and come up with some poetry. And I've been wanting to spend some time outside this week, but the weather is just not suitable for that. I feel like now that the days are getting ever so slightly longer, I really want to get outside and, start spring and everything. And I know it's a little bit early for spring officially, but I'm just starting to feel that natural shift. But the weather decided to thunderstorm the last 2 nights, and it is so gray and gloomy, just like it was Monday. Yesterday too. So it's just been 3 days of gray. And it wouldn't be too bad. I don't mind spending time outside, but it is so cold. It's that like humid type of cold because of all the storms, and I just can't spend very much time out there. But one of these days we will go on walks again. One of these days. Before I talk too much, I'm going to finish my little breakfast, and then I will get started on some writing, see where it takes me. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. I ate lunch. I finished the laundry. I did write some poetry. That was very sweet. I'm really happy with how that went. But now I feel like I want to do something, but I can't figure out what it is I want to do. And I feel like the sun is peeking out just enough that it's making me feel like I wish it was warmer. Which I know I already said that, but it's teasing me. I thought talking it out with you guys might help give me some idea of what to do, but I don't think it's helping. I'm not sure what I want to do. I feel like this happens to me every year, and I just get so anxious for spring to get here so that I can go outside and the flowers start blooming, and maybe I can even start a garden, although this year probably not. Not until later, if anything, but that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling the call of spring, and it is too early, dang it. I think I'm still gonna film a little bit tomorrow, so maybe I'll get some like writing done. And I also have tonight too. This evening I still have time to get some book writing in, so I think I'm gonna try and aim for that. Good morning. It is Thursday. I just did some writing. I got 373 words, so definitely a shorter little sprint, but I wanted to get at least a little bit of writing done today because I have kind of a lot to do today. I have to edit this video and I have to work on some email stuff that I need to do, and I have some stuff to do around the house. I wanted to keep it short. I'm at 16,272 words total, so that's exciting. I'm finally past 15,000 words, which is crazy to me. I can't believe it. This week has been productive in a lot of ways. I've written some poetry, I've written some in my book. I've also just had a good week. It's been fun. I've had more energy, which is so nice. I was so exhausted the last few weeks that it was hard to really do a lot. So I'm so thankful that my energy is back, at least for right now. But I just wanted to talk briefly about, poetry versus prose. I think it's such a different mindset writing poetry than it is writing a book or writing prose, a short story, anything like that. At least for me. I don't know how it is for other people, but for me, poetry is a lot more creative, self-expressive. It's a lot more internal. I definitely resonate with the idea that creative ideas are like this thing that goes around, and if it hits you, it hits you, and if you're inspired to do something with it, then it lives on in the world, and if not, then it'll find somebody else, and inspiration will strike them instead if you don't do anything with it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I read somebody talking about that one time, and I was like, you know what, that really makes sense, because sometimes I feel like the words that I'm writing when I'm writing poetry aren't mine. It's almost like it's being funneled through me. I guess I'm more in that creative flow when I'm writing poetry, and not that I don't get there with prose, but I feel like since it's a lot more planning ahead of time, figuring out what you want, what the story is, all the characters, like there's so many more moving pieces to a piece of prose that it just feels a lot different for me. So I just thought that was interesting, something I've noticed. And for me, I think it's hard to shift between the two. Some people do it effortlessly, and I'm in awe of them. But for me, I feel like some days are poetry days, some days are book days, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that. At least it feels like that. We'll see if that changes over time, or with more practice, maybe I'll get better at switching between the two. But for now, that's what it feels like to me. All that being said, I'm happy with how this week has gone. I'm so grateful that you spend this time with me and follow along on my writing journey. I hope that you have a great time and a great week in your writing journey as well. I really want to hear what you're working on, where you're at, if you've made any progress. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. And if you like this video, definitely give it a like. Subscribe to this channel for more writing vlogs and inspiration, and I will see you next time. Bye!